Brexit will allow the UK to take back its rightful place on the world stage to lead the fight against trade rule breakers, Liz Truss said. Brexit offers the British government the chance to renew and extend the UK's commercial ties with the rest of the world after more than 40 years of limits, according to Liz Truss. The International Trade Secretary insisted the UK will soon be back at the table of leading trading nations and will help regulate the rule breakers. Speaking at the Global Trade 2020 conference at Chatham House, Ms. Truss said, "In a COVID-battered world driven by trade wars and trade barriers, global Britain's return is timely. After nearly 50 years without our own voice, we're back at the table. And we can use our G7 presidency next year to lead the global fightback for free and fair trade, challenging those who want play by the rules. We need the British people to join us in our value-generating and value-driven trade policy." She continued, "Some will share my excitement about the opportunities ahead while others will be nervous. But we all know trade and the investment it brings delivers jobs, better living standards and higher wages at home. In turn, the best of British business excels globally. That's why we see Yorkshire tea sold in over 30 countries." Ms. Truss, who's been leading Britain's efforts to secure new trade agreements to roll out after the Brexit transition period ends, also hit out at critics of free trade. The Conservative frontbencher continued, "If so many of us can see that free trade is a force for good, why do some people treat it like the source of all evil? That question has been wrestled with through the ages. This government has been evangelical about the value of free trade. My friend the Prime Minister led from the top in February when he reminded us that Richard Cobden came to conclude that trade was God's diplomacy. In that spirit, I urged my newly appointed Board of Trade earlier this month to make the case around the world and to re-establish the UK as a major voice in global trade." She also insisted Britain's persistence has won over the backing of more and more international investors ready to put their money into UK industries.